with your guys?
I'm the same guy that I've always been that way. So I don't. Okay, this year's different, and whether it's your expectations or the fans' expectations, the players or mine, my expectations are always the same. And I'm okay. I'm gonna go to the media thing today. I'm gonna take care of this, and I'm ready for that. So tomorrow will be another day, and when they report, it'll be that day, and that's who I'm. Because I know that if you try to put the cart before the horse, you're doomed for failure. And Coach Morris and I were talking earlier today. We were talking about the ladder. Visualize the ladder, and you get to the top of that ladder. Where there's 14 of them. You got to put your foot on each one to get to the top. You know, you can't get to the top without starting at the bottom and stepping up to that. But you can get from that top to the bottom in one step, where you can't get from the bottom to the top in one step. It doesn't work that way. And but you can fall off that ladder in one step. So if you avoid the process on how you get to where you want to be, you'll fail every time. It doesn't work that way. It might work in the short term, but it's going to catch back up to you. So whether that's the proverbial coach speak and all that, that's how it is. And it's how it is in your line of work, how it is in any line of work. To be successful, you know, what's the method, what's the formula, and we don't have a monopoly on it here at Clemson, obviously. And so, you know, that's just getting your players to buy in and then getting them to consistently get the most out of each opportunity they have, which is every day. Practice time, meeting time, drill work. You know, our job is to organize it, be efficient, motivate them, inspire them every day to try to get the most out of them, get them at a very high competitive situation so that they can grow and mature the right pace. That's the key. And you know, George is the first one, but you know, doing what we need to do to get to the first day of fall camp. That needs to have its time too. So to manage the expectation from day one that I got here, there's a certain way that I come at those guys, and this will be no different. So coach at Oklahoma, they're not going to be satisfied with 7 wins and just getting to a bowl and coming in 3rd place in your division. So whatever that expectation was, and I'll be no different. I'm no different here than I was there, and I wasn't any different at Kansas State. You know, here's the process. Here's the work. Here's the 3 hour and 38-minute practice, and you got 16 period, whatever it is, and that's what you put your focus on. Because when you put your focus elsewhere, who cares about those expectations? The end result is a byproduct of doing everything else right leading up to this week, this game, this month, all those things. So my life is complicated enough, so I try to do everything I can to really, simplify it for myself and our players, and just worry about today. And so again, whether you're telling guys to shut their mouth through Twitter, or you hear somebody breaking the huddle with whatever that is maybe you think that puts our focus where it doesn't. That's where you got to manage. Hopefully we've been planting those seeds, since the end of last season. And again, and every season starts over. Like I said, because you beat LSU and finish with, I know that we lost to South Carolina, and that, so, and our players know, they know the record, they know what the score is, but you can only do so much about that right now. So control what you can control, put your mind where it needs to be put, invest in the right places and with the right thoughts. And, so again, that comes from good leadership and from both the players and the coaches. The best teams that I've been associated with are ones that are player-driven, and where they can help manage that to a certain degree. But our responsibility and job as coaches and as leaders is to kind of develop that mindset. And I know this is the boring stuff for y'all, but this is the actual critical things for your success. But it's an everyday culture, attitude, mindset. The day we sign you, it's about competition and toughness, work ethic, all those little things. And when you get things that come in and disturb that, whether it's a coach doing a poor job by example, or you've got poor leadership, you got selfish attitudes from whether it's coaches or players. You recruit too many of the Johnny 5-stars that, you know, have this level of entitlement as opposed to what the expectations are and the work that's involved. They think, excuse me, that Clemson's just going to win because that's who Clemson was when I got recruited by him. And now I'm here, you know, let's go play Georgia. It doesn't work that way, you know. And I've been a part of some level of dysfunction as well when things aren't just right, where you have the experience coming back, but something just isn't right. And so you're very fearful of that as a coach. And so every day you go to the meetings and the practice or you're around your guys, you're continually trying to plant the right seeds and foster that mindset and that growth and development.